Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Food Goods with Natalia. I did change the channel name. I did a little bit update, so hopefully now my channel will run good and we will upload as much as possible some good recipe that I really like. Now I was looking for a while for the good olive oil bread dipping spice, and trust me, I tried so many recipes from the internet. I waste lots of spices, I waste lots of oils. In the end it was not so yummy. That's my word, yummy. So finally I found one recipe somewhere in the Pinterest, and I am sorry, I cannot remember who posted, but I try, and now this is for years our family the best dipping spices, olive oil for the bread, if I say that correct. So now what do we need for this recipe? I have here, we will need garlic powder, we will need thyme, all spices are dry, I don't use any fresh one, oregano. Now we have in here black ground pepper, we have salt, we have basil, we have rosemary, one of my favorite spices for chicken or fish, and we need red pepper, which I'm using here paprika. And then later I will give you a few more products that we need to use with this, as of course we will need oil. Now let's try to mix it together with you, and this is gonna be recipe for one measure, but what you need to do if you want to have more, and I'm gonna show you right now. Let me put this aside. I have here container that I already pre-mixed a while ago, and I mixed maybe like 3 or 4 portion at once. So now I have all the spices in here. Just before to use it, all I need to do, like just to make a pre-mix again, because that's the mixture we're gonna have, and you just scoop literally later as much as you need. So we will get to this, and I'm just saving this with my all the spices in the kitchen, close tight, and anytime I need dip for my bread, I have spices ready. So what we need first, I have this candy holder actually, but I thought these dishes are so cute, so I'm gonna use them. Okay, I should prepare and open all this containers. Okay, we will need 1 teaspoon, and I'm using my measuring teaspoons. If you don't have it, just use one of the spoons that you have on a kitchen and just use the same amount of spices. And I'm just making it like an even amount, so it's okay. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Let me open all containers first and then I will continue. Okay, I open all my containers, that way it will be kind of easier for me to grab. So what you need to remember, my first 4 ingredients, you will need 1 teaspoon of each. So I have here garlic powder. Now we're gonna use 1 teaspoon of thyme. Unfortunately this spoon doesn't fit in here, so I will try as much as possible not to make a mess. If it's fall a little bit over into your container, a little bit more than expected, that's okay, not big deal at all. That's spicy, you can really ruin it with spices unless you put too much salt or hot pepper. Okay, so we have a teaspoon of dried thyme. Now we need 1 teaspoon of dry oregano. And I'm sure you already have on your kitchen many of these ingredients already that you cooking, and you just didn't know that you can create such a good dip for your fresh baked bread. Okay, and we need 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, and if I'm gonna sneeze, oh my god, when I cooking I always sneeze from spices. I can't help it. Okay, now what we need next is 1/2 of the teaspoon salt. So I'm gonna switch to my little spoon now in here. 1-2 teaspoon, and we're gonna add salt. I usually grab like this and shake it out the top so it's all level even. We put salt in here. Now we're gonna switch to another smaller spoon to 1/4 of the teaspoon, and we're gonna grab our dry basil. This one we can scoop right from here, and this is kind of leafy, so that's okay if you have a little bit more. Just shake it out at least to make it kind of even, you know. This is herbs, so you can really pick exactly. Now we need 1/4, it's same spoon, same little spoon. We need our rosemary, just like that. And then 1 of the 8. So if you don't have a measuring, just grab it like on the tip of your teaspoon. Add paprika. That's it. And now we're just gonna mix all ingredients together so the salt and all the spices incorporate nice and evenly. And your dip and sauce or spices are ready. What you need to do next, I'm gonna show you in a second. So we mix. Now you can add into your container where you want to store and put away. But if you want to use like right now, let me clean up the table and I will be right back to you. Our next step is to make this actually to the dipping sauce. So we have in here olive oil, and what I like light olive oil because it has less smell, it's not as strong. And dark oil would be for me a little bit too strong in here, but if you like it, you just, it's your preference. If you don't like olive oil, any oil will be good, sunflowers or vegetable oil, any oil, but it is for the olive oil, and I think it has the best taste. So what we have in here, our spices that we just mixed, and they are, look, nice, smells awesome. And we're just gonna add maybe even 1/2 of the spoon. This is little spoon, I would say teaspoon probably, maybe even less. We don't need too much. We're just gonna put into our light oil, olive oil. If you like fresh garlic, I always add into my dip and sauce fresh minced garlic. Right now I'm not gonna add, but it's all your preference if you like garlic or not, as we already have in here dry garlic powder, but fresh one always will make the nice smell that make you feel hungry. And then you can add a leaf of bay leaf, 1 or 2, just to make a nice aroma, smell and taste, and just looks beautiful. And it's ready for you to serve to your friends or family. This is how it looks like. Bake some fresh bread, and it's just awesome dip and sauce. And I will post in here only recipe that I really like it. So please make some, taste, and tell me if you like it or not. And also I already pre-recorded video of bread, which like pizza dough bread that I will post recipe in a bit, maybe in a few days from now. Well, we'll see when I can upload to my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will like to try this recipe. Also, if you use an olive oil and you mix too much and you want to save it, you can definitely put into the plastic container like I have in here my mixture that I pre-mixed before. Yes, you can save into the fridge. There's nothing happening. Oil is a oil, can stay in the fridge for a long time. Just before serving you have to mix it, and I put a little bit too much spices in here before, so if I will serve I can definitely put much more oil in here and remix so all spices even. And if you do put this into the fridge, remember that olive oil have ability to crystallize in a cold. So when you pull out first, your oil will be kind of like a frozen, very thick and not liquidy. So before serving your friends with your dip, you have to pull out from your fridge at least half an hour before you serve your bread, and that way the oil will get back to the liquidy consistency. And voila, bon appetit. I hope you like it, and I will see you in my next video.